Hey guys, Marisa at KitchenTableStamper.com. Today I've got my last little winter and fall craft fair pocket back wrapper for you. I've got frosted cranberry pocket back this time. You got the cute little wrapper here, and it features the absolutely awesome Perfectly Plaid bundle. Got my Perfectly Plaid stamp set here. And you can combine that with the pine tree punch. When you combine these two items, you save 10% and buy it in a bundle. Perfectly Plaid is a 13-piece photopolymer stamp set. I'm going to get my greeting out of tiny keepsakes. We're going to use this little holly jolly. I love that sentiment. So cute. I've got my stitched shapes, and we're going to use the third largest, or the second to smallest. It's 1 7/8 inch stitched circle, and we're going to layer that with the Starburst punch. I've also got my Twinkle Builder punch. We're going to cut, I did it ahead of time actually, some of these things. We're going to cut a little star, actually the biggest one on the punch, from gold foil using the Twinkle Builder. And my little holly jolly tag, how cute is that, is a 3/4 inch circle punch. And to make it into a tag, I've got an 1/8 inch handheld circle punch. Stampin' pad for this project is Shaded Spruce. That's it, just Shaded Spruce for this one. Consumables, I've got some cardstock and designer series paper pieces here. Let me show you those. Here's the little gold foil star cut with the Twinkle Builder. My Starburst is Cherry Cobbler. Here's that 1 7/8 inch stitched, and that's from Whisper White. I got a scrap of Whisper White. This is for our little sentiment. Usually for these, like 1 1/4 by 3, just whatever little cutoff you have. I've got, again, a scrap of Shaded Spruce. This is for punching our trees. I don't know how big this is. Let me see. It truly is just a scrap. It's 3 by 4, enough to get 3 trees. My designer series paper is from the Wrapped in Plaid designer series paper pack. I got the little stocking pattern this time. Look at that gorgeous Shaded Spruce plaid on the back. And then this one here is another Wrapped in Plaid designer series paper. Look at that gorgeous multicolor plaid. So any selection from this paper pack is going to be awesome. Let's do some stamping. We'll need a Stampin' Pierce mat and our Shaded Spruce ink. We've got a photopolymer stamp set here. So let's get that guy in here. I've got the tree with the open leaf design. I love this one. It's probably my favorite. You'll see me use it a lot, unapologetically. We're going to stamp Shaded Spruce on Shaded Spruce. We need 3 trees. So I'm going to toggle them to get the best use out of my paper scraps here. Let's grab the white and the holly jolly greeting. We're just going to stamp that on the scrap. That's it for stamping for this project. Super simple. Got my pine tree punch. Let's go ahead and punch out our little trees. While we're punching, let's keep going. Let's punch out holly jolly. And we want it low of center so we have room for the hole for our tag. Nearly forgot my linen thread, so since I just went to go get it, let's go ahead and turn this into a little tag. Do a tiny little punch right above the L. Slide the linen thread in and tie a bow. I usually will tie a pretty big one and then do a little finesse, get that big one smaller. So cute. such a bitty little tag. Let's trim the tails short. All right, now we've got our punched out pine trees. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna work these in half. I don't bother to score them or anything, and they are not symmetrical. So your branches are not gonna match up when you fold. So it's just important that you fold down the center of the trunk and at the point of the tree. Give it a little crease. We're gonna do that with all three. There they are, all three creased right down the center. Now we're gonna take multi-purpose liquid glue, go down the trunk in a nice triangle. We're gonna glue these trees together. There's two. Then we'll glue the third one on. Again, making sure you get down that tree trunk. And adhere the third one. So you want them flat across the back. See? And then from the front, that's how we look. So let's go ahead and burnish to really get good adhesion here. And there's our dimensional tree. Isn't that cool? All right. Let's slide that aside and give it a second to dry. Actually, since I've got my glue going, I've got the liquid glue. So let's just put these two layers together too. Now we can slide to the side. We're gonna get our Simply Score tool in here. So we've got 2 1/4 by 10 1/2. And we're gonna score at 2, 3, 6, 7, 9, and 10. We're gonna go back to our stitched shapes, guys, and we're also gonna use that littlest oval. Let's go ahead and get our die cut machine here. We're going to drop our wrapper onto the plate, and we'll add that smallest stitched oval right between the 9 and the 10 score lines. So you got 1/2 inch, and then you've got an inch segment here, and that's where you're going to pop that little oval and cut. There it is. That's what we're looking for. Now let's work these score lines. We're going to fold up that 1/2 inch, that glue tab there, and use a little tear and tape. We're going to secure this wrapper with tear and tape by adding to the tab. We got our fold and our first score, second score. I'm going to bring up on that second score, line this up, flatten it out, and adhere down. While everything's flat, let's add our designer series paper. These adorable little plaid stockings. Aren't they great? What a neat way to take that wrapped in plaid designer series paper to a different direction to take it in. Got all those great A sides with the plaid and the foil. And then on the B side of this paper, we've got that adorable little stockings, and each one of them is plaid. I just love it. All right, we're just centering these in your bottom panel and in your top 2 inch panel here. Just center them, even border all the way around. At this point, we can pop our pocket back in just from the side. Slide it right in. It's all ready to go. Now, let's grab some dimensionals. And I like to use my edges here. I'm going to take a couple of bumps Gonna square everything up. See, so this is what we're looking for. A nice square, 90-degree corners. Nothing's tilted. We're gonna bump that adhesive right against the flap. Then we'll peel and stick our cherry cobbler starburst centered. Now for this little dude right here, I've got a mini dimensional. I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm going to add half of it right to the bottom of my tree at the very end of the trunk. And I'm going to add the other half of it right on my star on the bottom half. So there's my dimensional adhesive. Got my multi-purpose liquid glue. Put that on the back of the tree and expose the adhesive on the dimensional. We're going to actually adhere the dimensional to the wrapper on the designer series paper, and the rest of that is going to go adhered to the white stitched circle. Then we'll take half of a regular dimensional here. I'm going to stick that one on the back of Holly Jolly. All that's left now is little embellishment. So we're going to expose the adhesive on the little star, and we'll set that guy right up on top of our tree here. And the adhesive on our little tag. We'll pop that right next to the tree. And there's our little Holly Jolly pocket back wrapper. All right, if you've got any questions about the project, about the perfectly plaid bundle or the wrapped in plaid suite, if there's anything I can do to help you stay crafty, email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. And to order Stampin' Up! Products like the awesome wrapped in plaid suite, you can buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching.